Just after 6 o'clock in the morning, day one. Let's go. Good morning again. The first run is complete. I'm neither the fastest nor the slowest, so I guess that's a success. Confusing towards the end, we saw checkered flags for the finish, a couple black flags mixed in, so I don't know if I got black flagged for missing flags, which I doubt, or they told us earlier they don't have enough checkered flags, so maybe they started waving black flags when they were done. I don't know, so I'll find out. We'll see what happened. Maybe I need to report for not seeing something I obviously didn't see, so we'll see how that goes. But first run, fairly successful. Later. Okay, talked to the tire guru, got my tires all set up. One more session the way they are. Switch the front tires around a little bit. 1 PSI out of the back tires. I know it's all highly scientific and very exciting stuff. But and then tomorrow we'll try the new tires out, maybe after a warm-up session or so. So all is well. Next session here, 25 minutes. Good to go. Okay, after the second session, post-lunch report over at the tire guy. Now they're going to work on my tires next. Flip around the fronts, and I'm working with this guy to figure out my tire pressures a little bit more. Session 3, session 4 comes next. We also had a debriefing for our run group. Nobody complained about me, I think, so that's good news. Everybody seems pretty cool. That everybody's playing nice. So yeah, lots of tires here. I think I'll put mine on tomorrow, maybe after the first run tomorrow, something like that. But tracking down that vibration is going to be my my one issue. Other than that, tons of fun. Everything's running well. 2 more sessions this afternoon. Alright, third session report. Tires are much better now. That was cool to just flip the tires around, so that was good. Got not quite my best time. Starting to overdrive the car a little bit, but gaining confidence, so I think I need to find a middle ground. The braking vibration remains. I'm not sure if that's visible on the video, but since it's not the brakes, it's got to be the suspension. We'll have to trace that down, but in the meantime, I guess I'll have to just live with it and ignore it for this weekend. Too bad. One more run today. I got 2 hours of time just about before I have to go back on track, so I'm gonna watch what else is going on out there. So end of the day report. I'm exhausted. My times are consistent when I get a fast lap in, but not improving, so that'll have to change tomorrow. But yeah, lots of fun. Good dudes. I'm not the slowest, not the fastest. Right where I need to be. So more tomorrow. Well, good morning. It's a new day, day 2, Saturday. It's fresh out. I'm fresh. Everything's fresh. And got some new ideas overnight, of course. And here we go, day number 2. Drive over to the COTA and get this started. See you there. Mid-morning update, talked to some people. We think it's a brake pad deposit issue, which is usually the first thought, but switching brakes, I didn't think that would be the issue with my vibration. So I went back to the street pads. They should be able to last a session, and we'll see if that makes any difference. If not, it at least put some more deposit on the brake discs, and maybe make that change everything. Then when I put the race pads back on, I'll flip them around a bit. Maybe that'll help. If everything helps a little bit, we're gonna have a lot of a difference. We'll see how it goes. Otherwise, things are unchanged. Got the tires, the original tires still on there. Maybe get the other ones later today. And tire pressures are all set up as well. First run here is in 10 minutes, so we'll see how this goes. First run of the day complete. Let's see. Significantly lower brake temperatures. That means less heat from the other pads. The back is ticking, so they, oh shit, 300. They're doing more work than the fronts now. .35 front right, I think that's what I want. Same. Yeah, 3 more sessions to go. 1 more with the street brake pads, then back to the track pads, and potentially all day on the original Michelin Pilot Super Sports before I switch to the track tires. In other news, my car thinks it needs brake pads. It doesn't. Okay, another update. I don't remember if I've mentioned this or not. Somebody just stuffed it in the wall here an hour ago or so, and they're making extensive repairs to the track, which means somebody took out the barriers. So until that's repaired, we're cold. They shifted our schedule around a bit. We're all going to get the same amount of run time. They shifted lunch around a bit, the parade laps, and making it happen generally. So I'll go for a walk and show you some of the atmosphere. Quite obvious this is a Porsche event. Serious equipment in this garage, and music. Serious wing on this thing. This thing's caught my eye a couple times. Tron Edition Cayenne Turbo S. These guys are serious about the racing here, that's for sure, with all these trailers. This one probably isn't cheap in particular. Pretty nice.
Attention in the paddock, attention in the paddock. Parade laps are lining up at the grid right now. If you'd like to go out on a parade lap, please proceed to the grid. Thank you.
Okay, at the risk of repeating myself, just had my lunch break, had my second run. That was pretty brutal. I got passed left, right, and center. Everybody else seems to be getting faster. And unfortunately, they're also getting faster in all the turns, which is where I have a huge disadvantage with my old tires. So one more run on these old tires, burn them up completely, park myself a little bit further down the grid so I'm not, I don't have to let 25 people past, and then find my pace a little bit there. So a late grid this time around, and last run for the old tires. In other news, I put the race brake pads back on, rubbed off as much of the deposits as possible on the other ones, and now we're back on the normal track pads, and let's hope that vibration is gone, or at least very much better, and then disappears as I go instead of getting worse as I go. Okay, run number 3 coming up. let's see how that goes. My times aren't getting any faster. It's getting hotter out, and I think the tires are starting to overheat, but what do I know? So in the meantime though, still having a lot of fun. That's good stuff. And I think it'll be a much different picture when I put those other tires on, because everybody else who passed me is on Michelin Sport Cup 2s or something like that, which is pretty crazy. So we'll see. All right, session 3, day 2 report. That was a great session. Self-selected into a slower group because of the tires, and had a track to myself for quite a while. If you could feel the heat coming off these tires, it's crazy. Brake disc above 250 Cs, front, back, everywhere. Tires still kind of hot, of course, and about to junk these things. Great session though, lots of fun. More soon. You're joining me at the tire guy again. This time it's bye-bye Michelin's. Some walking for the team while I'm getting the tires done. Loudest and windiest walk ever. It's actually quite ridiculous. But they're almost done too, so that's all right. Yep, we're doing that again. 240, 250. These new tires are ridiculous. Fantastic change. Yeah, those new tires. Big smiles all around. Hanging in the seatbelt on braking now. Fantastic change. Good morning, Sunday morning, day 3. Figured I'd change the scenery a little bit. I've arrived at the track already, obviously. Pretty excited. New tires, lots of rubber on them. Lots faster, so that'll be pretty cool today. Other than that, same thing. 4 runs, and about to have some good times. See if I can come up with any other good perspectives to film or so, but at this point I'm running out of ideas, of course. So I'll record just the fun stuff and see if anything exciting happens. Yep, we're doing that again. Another little bit of news as we're driving along here. Yesterday we had the More Speed barbecue dinner. That was quite awesome. More Speed, quite a bit of Ferraris and Porsches and things in their warehouse, I guess you could call it, or shop, warehouse shop. That was pretty excellent. Changing something else up for the day. Put the microphone out here, maybe the sound's better. Morning meeting again. People are coming together. Yep, we're doing that again. The first couple sessions went really well. I think the first one had a new record. The second one, a little bit of over driving, a little bit of traffic, and I played with the Harry's Laptimer app quite a bit, and accomplished a fairly decent video for everybody to watch. That's already been posted, and yeah, finishing up the weekend. My garage mate, I think 2 people have already left from this side. I think another 2 people from the other side, so it's starting to seriously thin out around here. That's it for the midday report. I think 2 more race sessions, and then I'll have an end report or the drive home, and that'll be pretty much it. Right, so somebody ended up in the wall. They're fixing the wall. Hopefully it's not going to delay everything too much, because if it does, my sessions get reduced, and that's not the problem. But unfortunately, I just spent just about 2.5 hours or 3 hours of waiting around after lunch. And if everything gets shortened, it makes it less worthwhile. But I'll stay to the bitter end anyway. That's all. Special shout out to my man Rob. Team Veloster is represented. Hello, I went long in 19. I think my brakes are cooked.
All right.
I'll pull in, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Had to pull off, brake pedal went long. I went long in the turn. My brakes are cooked. Let's check this out. Yeah, 400 degrees, wonderful. And just like that, we're done. Last couple laps were super fun. I was practically the only one on the track. And Sybil reporting some rain in the woodlands, so I'm going to put the street pads back on. I can't justify driving on the track pads. If it's wet out, they really won't perform too well at all if I need to brake. And of course, with the tires I have on there, I can't brake anyway, so I need to do everything I can to be safe. Swapping back, battery's almost out on the GoPro. I'd say that was a successful weekend. In case you're still watching, thanks for watching. See ya.